Indeed.
Oh, does Jim have no reading on?
Yeah, I believe Jimothy just got PPT2 PC
Oh,
a few
I
hours
see.
ago. So nice to see him join a tournament so early on.
Alright, RetroStatic, go easy on him. He's new.
Alright, and here we go, another matchup.
Yeah, and RetroStatic saying he can't play versus Tetris, so this is gonna be interesting.
We'll have to see.
Yeah, looks like he's building GTR, which, you know, you don't usually see versus Tetris, but it can work if you chain very vertically, and we're already seeing those PCs coming through from Jim.
Jim tried to go for DPC there,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
didn't get the pieces where the pieces ought to have gone, so, you know, doesn't get to continue with it, but he does bury RetroStatic quite a bit.
Yeah, and he's gonna bounce back, not let that misdrop, you know, take him back too much, and he's already sending a lot of pressure over.
Indeed.
And that GTR is never going off. It's so varied. It's varied as much as it possibly could be. And that first round's gonna go to Jim. I wonder if Jim is actually gonna like try to do DPC like every round. I doubt it, but he is going for PC again, so.
Doesn't get the first PC, but is he gonna go for a second PC? Looks like he is.
I believe he is. Oh.
This is a pretty high odds setup he's going for.
Yeah.
Might be 100% actually.
Yeah, Jim knows all the cool PC setups.
Oh, you hate to see that.
Yeah, that's
almost had to skim to still PC with it, but not quite.
It's definitely not what you want there. And RetroStatic, despite, you know, the misdrop and everything, RetroStatic still completely varied here.
Yeah, he's having a tough time dealing with these early PCs from Jim, and there are few players more consistent with them than Jimothy, so it's going to be tough for RetroStatic to deal with this if he doesn't adapt.
I think these 2 rounds are really telling Jim that this should be his game plan for this matchup. You know, just try to go for the DPC.
Yeah.
And just vary that GTR, and you know, hopefully the rest is history.
Alright, Jim going for a high odds first PC setup here.
I've never seen that before.
Yeah, that setup's like gotta be like 98 or 99%, but doesn't look like Jim built it the way he wanted to.
Yeah, but just it looks like just that, you know, that pressure alone was able to bury RetroStatic quite a bit, and you know, RetroStatic's gotta create a little bit of a game plan here, because you can't really build like the really conventional like Puyo chains versus Tetris, because they're just gonna get buried, because those chains are made off the assumption that, you know, you're not gonna get constantly harassed, which is basically like playing, you know, Tetris. So
yeah, looks like Jim's starting to let the misdrops pile up here. Meanwhile, RetroStatic seems to be going for some sort of stairs setup here. Gonna set it off early, get a 3-chain.
yeah,
Not gonna cause any trouble for Jim though. He's got a big whoa to work with here.
yeah. That was an interesting setup from Jim. I don't know if it was a good setup. It was definitely a setup though.
It was, and the important thing is that it did result in a T-spin, which sends lines, which is ultimately the objective here.
Yeah, could not say it better myself. And looks like he's not even gonna really care about that, you know, garbage down there. He's just gonna build the 6-3.
Yeah. And, you know, it's not a terrible game plan for him. If he can keep this pressure up, that's great. But looks like he's finally gonna do something with that hole at the bottom, and he's gonna convert it into a T-spin setup, into some sort of 5-4 stack, and he'll take the win.
Yeah, really good. That was really good from Jim. And already we're on match point for Jim, and you know, maybe now we'll finally see a complete DPC loop. I wonder.
He's gonna go for PCO, and then he's gonna go for
Oh, I've never seen that one.
another PC setup. Gets it. Will he go for DPC? It looks like he's going for something
This isn't
that may or may
DPC.
not be DPC. It doesn't seem to be, judging by the fact that he didn't do DPC. But
Yeah.
he does kick around, get some good pressure there, and the PCs are just a little too much for RetroStatic to deal with.
Yeah.
And Jim takes the round, 5-0.
Yeah, I think, maybe RetroStatic doesn't have as much experience